Alright, it's been about an hour and a half. I've cooled down a little bit. I'm still very angry. I hate these rage episodes. All it takes is a trigger memory of family or of loss. This time it was seeing the person I love that I haven't been able to apologize to or to tell what's really been going on. Just updating her photo. It's on an app that I occasionally visit. I know it sounds pathetic, but at the same time, that's kind of how I feel right now. I mean, I never thought I'd hear me say those words, but true story. Oh, Lord have mercy, man. Allergies, the rain just stirs everything up in the air. So I'm going to be dealing with this for the next day. But I'm better. Still not good. The rage sets in. What kills me the most is I know she's hurting. Or she hurt. I know that she went through something. And I was blind because she was going through it in front of my face. But I was so obsessed with getting out of a toxic environment, I didn't see it. And then when it hits, I'm so caught off guard, in shock, in the middle of healing after a night of really facing some hard truths. Some were in my favor, some weren't. But I looked at them with dispassion. And I got the chance to analyze them. And the next morning I get up, start work. I'm saving up at this point, getting things ready. Talking to her excited, like, hey, let's have some serious talks now that things are better. And she didn't know how bad it was for me. No clue. And I kept it from her because she cared enough that it would make her sad if she knew. So anyway, once in a while I take a glance. Just open up a app called Line. Just a reminder. Gives me a little bit of focus when I'm feeling ambiguous. And yeah, I know it sounds pathetic, but again, I kind of feel pathetic right now. I'm also hurt. I see so much lost opportunity in my past. That's the problem. That's the reason I didn't want to write this book, right? I didn't want to have to really take a look at where my life could have been. I didn't want to take a look at that. I didn't want to see all the lost opportunity. I didn't want to see all the struggle. I just wanted to leave it in the past behind me and just move on. Be me. Struggle even more, but be me. Okay, just not have to face it. And because I knew I had to face it to be a better person, and because I still have hope for this young, beautiful person that I am very much in love with, still, you face your demons when you have to. Damn if it wasn't uncomfortable. You can ask the people I live with, they're basically family, like new family. My old family, I don't want to see them again, ever, any of them. But, you could ask the people I'm around. I was a mess, and I have been a mess for the past 4 months, 5 months now. I've been a mess. There have been days when I've just been walking around angry. I've been walking around sad. There have been days, multiple days in a row, where I just don't eat. And I'm facing every one of these things, facing all the pain and the emotional hurt and the realization of what is my part, what is their part. Holy shit, that really was their part. Like, oh my God, my family actually did that. And yeah, I own up to my part too, which sometimes is rough. When you're fighting just, I'm not going to try to validate it. I've been an asshole before. I've very much been an asshole. I'm not going to validate it. I'm not going to tell you what was happening or nothing like that. I was an asshole. I'm a good guy now. And I haven't been a true asshole for a long time. A really long time. And part of the reason I no longer felt angry or depressed or anything like that was the person who I've been with who I was with for three and a half years. It was a serious relationship. And I was fighting to, one, get out of a toxic environment. And I was fighting that fight alone against the people I was living with at the time that I was forced to live with because of a chain of events started off by my father's inaction. Once again, there's a reason I wrote a book, but there's also a reason that I've been avoiding writing that book. It's uncomfortable, and it speaks some very hard truths of myself, of my condition, well, my variant of personality and psyche. I'm functionally autistic. I see everything as a puzzle in a way. Everything. And my brain is just never really off. Except it's rare. So, and you guys watching right now have absolutely no idea how pronounced my autism is. No idea. None. Not even remotely close. You think you've got a handle on that one? Nope. No, I was basically data, like walking around as data for a long time. I remember all of my childhood. All of it. Despite people trying to gaslight certain parts of it, all of it. Especially the traumatic parts. Ooh, those are annoying. And I didn't want to write this book because I didn't want to relive those traumatic parts. But even so, too, this book isn't all about sadness. It's not about wine, wine, wine. It's about accomplishment. I've pulled off some pretty crazy stuff. You better believe that. I thought we had this relationship going. Stop yelling. But I've pulled off some pretty crazy stuff. Like compared to the average person, yeah, I pulled off some stuff. This book is fun. I'm usually a fun person. I've been sad. That's the problem, is I gotta get over the sadness, so I'm facing every new memory that comes up. But they just come up out of nowhere sometimes, and I mean, it's one of those where one after the other, but I don't get to pick and choose. Life situations bring them out. And yes, I have that many to go through. Every day, constantly, throughout the day. At the end of the day, I sleep well. And I don't have a sleep schedule anymore. Usually I'm waking up at 3 o'clock, and the other times I'm just going to sleep at 3. I mean, life has been crazy. I'm trying to get this book out there, but I also don't know how to get people to pay attention. But once this book gets out, I would be very surprised if it doesn't become like a Netflix series or something like that. Because I've had an insanely crazy life, and I'm functionally autistic. If you heard some of the stuff I pulled off, you'd be like, normal people can't do that, much less autists. Yeah, you would be saying that. But I'm obsessive. And compulsive. I don't like putting those two words together. But you know what? The truth is the truth, and it might be the truth. Definitely obsessively driven at times. Like psychology, totally obsessed with it. Make no mistake there. I love the subject. But anywho, I'm going to cut this short because I'm at 10 minutes, so you log out.